That would have been hard, but what he did was a very hard thing to do. But you know what? He did what was best for him. Now,
again, he's not going to be his corner man. That doesn't mean he wouldn't promote him again, but he certainly wouldn't want to be a corner man.
Is it a hard decision? Of course it is, but fortune favours the bold.
So I know what they're doing. I'm not stupid, but at the end of the day, the brutal honest truth is that's Eddie's problem, and my problem is making sure that I do what's best for my club.
And because he wants low-level fights to get in a bit of a swing, 2-3 fights like that. For me, I can't deliver that product for DAZN because you'd laugh it out of town. If I headlined a show for Johnny Fisher against the guys he's going to be fighting, I would be ridiculed. Yeah. But where you come into the marketplace, and the offer that they made to him was 6.5 times more than I would be prepared to pay for a fight that he will be in. Because the fight that he is in, he's not good enough for my product, for DAZN.
Boxing pros destroy Johnny Fisher after signing with Zuffa Boxing. Johnny Nelson exposes the truth. Everyone already suspected Johnny Fisher chased the bigger paycheck and abandoned the man who built his entire career from scratch. Eddie Hearn deserved better than this cold, calculated betrayal from someone he trusted completely.
They are never going to be given the opportunity to get that close to Eddie. With anything else, just business. Eddie's he's a great cutthroat businessman. He's the right man to have on your side when he's on your side. When he's not on your side, he's the wrong man to be on his wrath, because Eddie's smart, he's sharp, he's calculated, he knows what he's doing. This is business. It's not about the money. This is business. And he's sharp at it, he's hard at it. So now this has happened, Eddie's hurt.
The public sees exactly what Johnny Fisher did here, and Johnny Nelson isn't holding back their disgust. Dropping this news on Eddie Hearn out of nowhere, blindsiding the man completely, proves Johnny Fisher cared more about the paycheck than any loyalty or respect whatsoever.
Other people think, well, that's not fair, that's business. This is personal. And the reason why the public are jumping on it, because they have personally seen what's happened. They've seen how Eddie has taken flack. Simon Jordan hammered him every time he got the chance to. Eddie was getting hammered left, right, centre and stuck to his gun, stuck by the shoe. Now, we don't know the details. We don't know if Eddie had an inkling this offer was on the table. If it's how it's presented, where it was just dropped on Eddie like it was dropped on us out of the blue, and Eddie had no idea, that's bad for...
Duke McKenzie confirms what everyone's thinking. Eddie Hearn sounds genuinely wounded by this entire episode. Johnny Fisher didn't just leave a promoter. He abandoned a mentor who invested years building his career, and boxing pros are rightfully furious watching this unfold so coldly.
Eddie Hearn's a promoter, so you put your personal feelings to one side, if they was going to work together again, and you put your business cap on, and you do business. You know, the whole episode doesn't sit well with anyone. But Eddie Hearn would have to do a lot of soul searching, because he looks, every time I hear Eddie Hearn talk about this situation, he sounds really hurt. I mean, personally.
Conor Ben calling this a hard decision is laughable considering the money involved. Johnny Fisher wasn't being bold, he was being calculating, chasing 8 figures while pretending it's about opportunity. Boxing pros see straight through this weak justification for abandoning Eddie Hearn's loyalty completely.
You're gonna expect that, aren't you?
Oh, I mean, listen, I'm not on social media. I've not been on social media for a week. I think my days on social media I'm just not interested anymore in social media. But yeah, I've not been on there for a week, and
Johnny Fisher's excuses here sound weak and rehearsed, honestly. Complaining about opponent levels after everything Eddie Hearn built for him feels ungrateful and dishonest. Boxing pros know the real reason behind this move, and it has nothing to do with opponents, everything to do with pure paycheck greed.
Listen, Eddie's saying what he's got to say, but the level of opponent that I wanted to fight, well, Eddie was trying to get me on the AJ undercard, and he was saying, look, I can get close to the same money if we fight this guy. And it was like guys who had 20 wins, 1 loss, or 15 wins, 2 losses, them sort of guys. They're just not names, you know. It wasn't a Dillian White or someone of that name who people recognise. But if anything, they're probably... You don't know how difficult they're going to be. Look at my last guy, 7-0 guy. He gave me severe trouble. So when we say low level, these aren't guys that I'm going to be guaranteed to to get out of there, they're still going to pose me problems because I'm of a certain level as well.
Eddie Hearn nails it perfectly. Johnny Fisher got carried away and deluded once serious money entered the picture. Boxing pros agree completely that principle disappeared the moment a bigger check arrived. And that's exactly the ugly truth behind this entire Zuffa Boxing signing situation.
Like I say, sometimes you get a little bit carried away and deluded with life when the money hits, and you lose some direction and you lose some principle, and that you lose a reality on actually life. And I feel like that's what's happened. But
there it is, straight from Johnny Fisher's own mouth. It's amazing. It's beautiful. It's fantastic money. And that's honestly all boxing pros needed to hear. No mention of respecting Eddie Hearn's years of investment. No gratitude, just excitement over the paycheck. This confirms exactly what everyone suspected about his real motivation here. Boxing pros are calling this out directly because Johnny Fisher isn't hiding it anymore. He's practically bragging about chasing bigger money over loyalty to the man who built his entire career from nothing.
It's an amazing deal, but if I'm being honest, Ariel, it's fantastic, it's beautiful. Listen, we all need money, we all need to earn a living, but I was asked this question today and I was saying, you must feel amazing, you must feel great. Well, yeah, it feels amazing, but I know there's work ahead of me to do. So I've got to go and earn that now. I've got to go and show Zuffa what the best version of the Romford ball is, which is explosive, which does bring a massive crowd. And
even Johnny Fisher's own father can't help but joke about the money here, proving boxing pros right about this whole situation. Family excuse aside, everyone understands the real driving force behind leaving Eddie Hearn. Boxing pros see straight through the sentimental framing because ultimately this decision revolves entirely around bigger paychecks, bigger opportunities, and abandoning the loyalty Eddie Hearn deserved after everything invested.
Well, if he's saying he's doing it for his family, it's about time he bought bloody dinner, Johnny, isn't it? Yeah, family means a lot to Johnny, friends as well. And it's a great opportunity for him, revitalised, working with Sky Sports, working with Zuffa. It's like, you know, the world's his oyster.
Carl Frock drops the harshest truth bomb of all here. Johnny Fisher repeatedly claimed loyalty couldn't be touched, then touched it anyway the moment real money appeared. Eddie Hearn looks devastated, and rightfully so, because he invested emotionally and financially believing those loyalty promises were genuine. Boxing pros are absolutely destroying Johnny Fisher for this blatant contradiction between his words and actions throughout this entire Zuffa Boxing signing saga.
Saying, my loyalty can't be touched. Look, it's not about money, it's about loyalty. And now all of a sudden he's left Eddie Hearn. And Eddie looks devastated. I've listened to a couple of interviews what he's done, and he seems genuinely upset and devastated, which is a shame on him, a shame for him, because he's heavily invested emotionally. And
Tony Bellew confirms Johnny Fisher doesn't even have the courage to call Eddie Hearn directly after everything they built together. No stomach for the conversation because deep down, Johnny Fisher knows exactly how badly this looks. Boxing pros see cowardice here, not business, especially considering years of daily communication reduced to complete silence overnight because of one paycheck decision.
He hasn't picked the phone up because he hasn't got the stomach to. He hasn't got it in him to. He knows there's no words that can make this right. It's just one of them things. It's boxing, Goose. It's boxing. And he knows that that's why he has not picked up the phone. This is a man he spent every other day or for months, years.
Oscar de la Hoya says it plainly, this simply isn't right what happened to Eddie Hearn. 8 figures for one fight explains everything boxing pros needed to know about Johnny Fisher's real priorities here. Nobody questions ambition, but abandoning the man who built your entire platform for a single massive paycheck deserves every ounce of criticism currently being thrown his way.
Eddie Hearn must be pissed off. Eddie Hearn must be pissed off. My God, how can they do that to Eddie Hearn? It is not right. I heard it's a one-fight deal for 8 figures. And what I don't understand is, like, who is...
Dominic Ingle tries defending this as pure boxer mentality, but boxing pros aren't buying that excuse for a second. Eddie Hearn wasn't an opponent in the ring. He was the promoter who built Johnny Fisher from nothing into a genuine ticket-selling attraction. Calling this survival instinct doesn't erase the fact that Johnny Fisher prioritized a massive paycheck over years of genuine loyalty and investment. Boxing pros correctly identify this as calculated greed dressed up as some noble family protection narrative that simply doesn't hold up under scrutiny.
They'll say, well, it's loyalty and he's done this and he's done the dirty. You know, you got to remember the boxer's mentality. When they get in the ring, they're not concerned about the opponent. It's me or you, mate. That's what it is. That's what it is. It's me or you. And that's the boxer's mentality. So in any business deal, when it comes down to the nitty-gritty, it's me or you. And he's pulled out the me or you clause, hasn't he? And fair play to him, that's what he's got to do. He's got to look after him, his missus, his kids. He's been through a lot.
Jamie Moore admits genuine shock here. And honestly, boxing pros share that same disbelief watching Johnny Fisher abandon Eddie Hearn so suddenly. Morals, depending on circumstances, sounds like a convenient excuse for chasing bigger paychecks whenever convenient rather than standing by genuine principle. This entire situation proves loyalty means absolutely nothing once enough zeros get added to a contract offer. And boxing pros are rightfully calling out this blatant hypocrisy from Johnny Fisher throughout the whole ordeal.
Why Nothing shocks me. No, why Do you know not? What? Listen, there are a lot of things have been said over the years about loyalty in boxing. And, you know, like I say, I think morals a lot of the time depend on people's individual situations.
Bruce Carrington tries softening this as normal business, but boxing pros know exactly what happened here. Zuffa Boxing dangled serious money, and Johnny Fisher jumped without hesitation, leaving Eddie Hearn to deal with the fallout publicly. This isn't smart business decision-making being celebrated. This is straightforward paycheck chasing dressed up as career opportunity, and boxing pros continue destroying Johnny Fisher for exactly that reason across every single platform discussing this signing.
Reading that? Yeah, that was very surprising, you know. But hey, listen, business is business, and I guess they're doing certain things that really interest them. And Zuffa, they're really coming into the game real hot. They've been putting on some decent cards and stuff like that. So I can't say it's a surprise. Like, they're bringing in some decent fighters on their roster.
Ade Oladipo confirms exactly why Zuffa Boxing wanted him pure ticket selling potential. Nothing more sentimental than that calculation. That supposed Brentwood connection Eddie Hearn genuinely believed in evaporated instantly once serious money entered the conversation. Boxing pros find this deeply disappointing because Johnny Fisher was considered part of Eddie Hearn's trusted inner circle, and watching that trust get discarded so easily for financial gain confirms every criticism currently being directed toward him from every corner of the boxing world right now.
What I don't want to be Usyk is age. Like, I don't think any of the heavyweights can hang with Usyk apart from when age starts to get or catch up with Usyk, if that makes any sense. And I think we saw it to an extent in the Rico fight. Although Rico's no spring chicken himself, age is a thing. It's a factor. No matter how much you live your life, age will catch up with you. And I just think that Usyk looked like he'd slow down a little bit. That could be the fact he weighed a few more pounds. Everyone's spoken about the fact he looked a bit heavier. It could be that. Could be the fact he took Rico lightly, which I don't believe. I just think it's age. And I don't know. I mean, look, it's difficult to retire when I guess the numbers been chucked in front of you are big, big numbers. Like, you always make more money towards the end of your career than you do obviously in the middle and the beginning.
And that's the brutal reality boxing pros keep hammering home about Johnny Fisher's decision years of loyalty talk, years of Eddie Hearn's investment and platform building, all discarded the moment a bigger paycheck appeared on the table. This wasn't about opportunity or growth. This was straightforward greed dressed up in convenient family and career justifications that simply don't hold up under any real scrutiny. Eddie Hearn deserved better treatment after everything he sacrificed building Johnny Fisher into a genuine attraction, and boxing pros across every platform continue destroying him for choosing money over genuine relationships. If you agree Johnny Fisher chose paycheck over principle, smash that subscribe button, hit the bell, and drop your honest opinion in the comments section below right now.